Hello, everybody. So today we're going to be watching one Luka Doncic super fan versus 10 Luka haters. So we'll be watching this regarding this video. Oh, also we have a sub goal if you want to look here. And also I'm going to just have some power skills to random shit shown here, so you guys get distracted. I apologize. I gotta do what I gotta do. But yeah, let's begin.
Just truly shut both of them down. This is
Not
phenomenal.
Luka. Luka on offense was averaging 35.4, something like that. That's one of the highest in finals history.
Yeah?
Luka on offense was averaging 35.4, something like that. That's one of the highest in finals history.
Okay, we're going points per game in 2026, man. Is this the most dumbest shit ever? How about efficiency? How about how it's done? How the context and everything? That's important to.
Best player in the NBA and don't play defense?
Bro, come on. Luka's averaging 1.5 steals per game, 0.5
Oh, we didn't steal this game in the Big 20. Man, what the hell?
blocks per game.
He averaged up.
He's not being real. Are we talking about the same guy? Or the same guy that has the highest percentage of what is it called? Like like if you play this game past him, like it's crazy.
I believe 28 on 53% true shooting,
finals.
brutal efficiency. Look it up, buddy.
I'm living in reality, buddy, and Luka is that superstar.
He's a
What's up,
superstar,
guys?
but
I'm
he's
Rich, and
kind
I
of
am the
overrated.
leader of Luka FC, and today we're gonna have some haters come in here and try to hate on my boy Luka. I like to see them try. I'm gonna be spicy on the debate mic, just like Dave's hot chicken is nice and spicy. My
Nice,
first
nice
claim is
sponsor.
Luka Doncic is the best player in the
That was
NBA
fun.
right now.
Not
no,
even
no.
in the top 5.
Oh,
You might put him at 6.
who's the five? I'm curious.
Okay, so you have obviously Jokic. You have Giannis.
Better.
You have Shea. You have
No,
Steph.
no,
You
no, no.
have Wembanyama.
Yeah, man. Anthony,
I need a
wait.
counter argument.
Steph Curry in the top 5? Are we being for real? Steph Curry in the top 5 in the Big 26? I keep saying Big 26. This is crazy to have, man. Steph Curry is not top 5. Steph Curry is like top 10, maybe. Anthony Edwards is top 5.
I don't wanna go into Wemby and Curry. That's too easy. Let's start with the heavy hitters. Okay,
All right.
Jokic is the one. I understand that one. Jokic is averaging.
Whoa, I understand that one. What does that mean?
I understand that there's a debate to be
what?
had,
Okay.
but I still believe that Luka is better than Jokic. Luka is averaging 29, 8, and 8. Jokic is at 22, 11, and 7. I think
We're doing box score numbers. This is basketball. It's not math. We're count context. I said no
Look,
big.
rebounding, I think Jokic has, but slightly. Think about it. If Jokic is averaging
Rebounding. Jokic has so much better. He's so much better rebounder. Like he actually is a defensive and offensive rebounder. So can't really. Luka's not much of an offensive rebounder. He's like defensive rebounding. He does, but not offensive rebounding.
11, Luka's at 8 for a guard. I think that's about
Okay, guard. That's crazy. He's 6'8". He's 6'8". He's pretty damn tall, man. Don't
even.
Scotty
Playmaker,
Barnes is like the same height and gets more rebounds. So you can't talk about because he's a guard. You can't say that. I don't. Scotty is not a guard, but he's the same height.
I would have Luka a smidgen ahead, just a little bit ahead than Jokic. And points, Luka. He has 8 assists compared to Jokic's 7.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Box score numbers. Yeah.
I'll say this. Luka Doncic is a good basketball player, but basketball works both ways. And defense, it's just
That's what I'm talking about.
he's nowhere
Jokic,
to
so
be
you're gonna
found.
say Jokic is a great defender right now?
No,
hold on.
I won't say that. I will say the way that the defense is played as a big man, Jokic gets to be in drop coverage and a lot of pick and rolls. So it's a lot different when you
Fair,
have,
but Jokic cannot be. You cannot defend Jokic. No matter what, the defense sucks on both sides. For both Jokic and Luka. It can't be.
Luka in
You can't really. This is not an argument. You bring defense with Wemby, Giannis, and Shea. Shea, he's a good he's a decent defender. He's a good defender for his position, but yeah, he's not the best defender if you wouldn't consider him that. But like, he does his job. He stays on his person. He doesn't get doesn't people don't get past him easily. It's like he knows what to do. Gets to the position properly. He stays off. He stays out of main defensive focus because of course he's not going to lock up the best defender. That's not how his job. His job is to score. But Giannis and Wemby, those two are a good thing. Good like focal point is to be considered as defense because their defense is amazing. Giannis' defense is kind of it's been at the beginning of the year his defense was top tier, but now it's kind of gotten overrated a little bit. But I think this is his best defensive year. I don't know, maybe like one of his best defensive years. This is definitely his best scoring year. That's for sure. Like he's scoring like 30 points. I know it's a box score, but like this is we're talking about scoring here. Context matters, but in terms of scoring, he gets to the buckets. He gets the buckets easily. He doesn't need to jump shot or something like that, or like get a 3 point shot. He gets to the rim easily. No one can stop him. Doesn't matter about your anything else except for finishing. If you can just easily get to the rim and score, that doesn't matter. And that's considered like good score. Like Zach was an amazing scorer, right? Because of that, no one can stop him. I consider Giannis somewhere not near Shaq, not like close to Shaq, but like he is like that level of like dominance where no one can stop him.
In the finals against the Celtics, I mean, they're targeting him in the switch every single time. Just the way that they run it, in my opinion, you'd rather have Luka be a 5-man defensive. At the end of the day, there's impact winning and then there's statistical winning. For example,
Crazy. I saw a stat, and they said that they're able to track movement on defense now. That's crazy, right?
Oh my God, this is Aeon bullshit, man.
They said the only person that moves less on defense is James Harden, who's in his 30s. They said
Okay, that's great, but I can't be real. I cannot be real. Luka is definitely a horrible defender, but he's not the worst defender. I don't think so.
his defense is comparable to
Luka
people in
is
their
so
late.
Oh, he's so like I guess it's just top tier superstar players like
good on offense. He don't gotta move on defense, bro. Let the man take a break every now and
Oh
then.
yeah, we never said Michael Jordan
Oh my God, just take a break, give him a break. What are we being for real, man?
is so good that he don't gotta play defense.
So
We
yeah, this
never
is
said
crazy.
LeBron James is
Don't
so
bring up
good.
80s and
He
90s.
It's kind of
ain't gotta play
crazy.
They're
defense.
plumbers.
It's kind of crazy how he just pretty much says all this bullshit. Like Luca is a bad defender. You can't defend that guys. You can I can't defend that actually, but like you can't like pretty much say he's a good defender because of these random bullshit stats like steals per game or something like that. He has to have actual. He has to like move on defense. Like he doesn't move at all. He's fed as out. His Jokic is fed as out, but at least he has like, at least like a center where he can use his strength and use it. So he's a little bit intelligent on defense. Like he can do his thing here and there, but like it is kind of insane.
We never said LeBron is right now. We never said LeBron. LeBron is like that, right?
Okay.
So all your favorite players of all time, we never question effort. We never question defense. But everybody, we said they're the best player in the league. You know what they had? Both sides of the ball, bro. You know what? Luka don't even have an MVP.
That's not. I don't like that argument because if you consider MVP as a testament of how good you are, that's not the best because a lot of cases MVPs are based on voters fatigue or like these random ESPN or these news stations and stuff like that. Um, just like creating these certain stereotypes of like the best player is always on the best team, it's not, or the best player is always the winning player. Like they always win. They have the most wins in this. Their team has the most wins in the whole conference or something like that. That is just not. That doesn't make sense. Winning doesn't equal a better player. Sometimes, a lot of times it's just your team is like perfectly fit for you, perfectly fit for you to win. But in cases of Shea, like Shea is actually amazing. He's top five. He's like he does his thing. He usually like ISOs and stuff like that, so he doesn't really rely on his teammates that much. And his teammates are horrible on offense, so that kind of counters like, everything out. The defense, of course, he gets a little bit saved here and there, but it is what it is. Can't really do anything about it.
SGA got an MVP. Am I lying? Giannis got an MVP. Am I lying? Joker got an MVP. Am I lying? Yo, man, let me give me a fry, but this boy get cooked. Let me tell you something. You don't even believe he's the best player in the league right now.
Oh yes, man. Okay.
I think this guy's standard fast. Oh no, it's not good for him.
Give me anyone.
I did. There's a whole the going against the extra bad. This guy's a Twitter fan, but I don't really blame him. I don't really blame him for getting hyped. Yeah, that's what they deserve. But at the end of the day, the MVP argument sucks so badly.
Sit down. You have not brought up stats. The only thing you're bringing up is winning MVP, and that doesn't matter. We're talking about best basketball player right now. I'm not talking greatest of all time. That's when he can bring up rings, and I think Jokic and Giannis are greater than Luka. But best player right now, Luka's got them all beat. Playmaking, three-pointers, driving in. You're agreeing with me. Come on.
No, we know he's great. We never question he's great. You made a claim.
Yeah, that's it.
You say he's the best.
He is
and
the
we
best.
all know he's not the best. You got to be two ways, no MVPs, no rings. He's not ready for that right now.
That's the argument with rings and MVPs. That's to be that's not to be considered. But I guess he is like top 3, top 5. Like I can worst is top 5, the best is top 3, maybe even top 2 because Jokic is out right now. So yeah, you can put him top 2.
And bringing
And
up
right now,
MVP
this
is
team, didn't they just lose like 7 out of 10 games? If you're the best player in the league, do you lose 7 out of 10 games? I don't see
Austin
that
Reeves
happening.
Losing doesn't. That's not a good argument. I keep saying this, but this is a horrible argument. Losing doesn't matter. Sometimes the best players lose. I mean, Michael Jordan lost during his prime year, not his prime years, but like his younger years. He just couldn't play any team. It's not his team. It's not his mindset that changes your if you win or lose. It's mostly the team, the coach, and everything like that. All the planning, all of the preparation, everything like that. It's not just like mindset or like if you're the best player. It's not always that case.
hurt.
Who we
Austin
doing?
Reeves and LeBron.
Yeah, they're also injured. Yeah, can't really blame him.
Luka been hurt too. They have injuries, man. You can't. The whole team doesn't depend on just Luka.
Hey, man. I'm going to just say 2-0.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was kind of cringe. That was cringe as hell.
The reality with Luka is he's just not as impactful as the top 4 guys in the league at this point, I would say, because all you're doing is bringing up career counting stats, which is crazy, right? You're trying to throw out these numbers about Jokic and Giannis, which are super impacted by the fact that they were way underdrafted. So Luka got a bunch of opportunity immediately. He was the 3rd pick. Giannis was the 15th pick. Jokic was the 41st. If you look at their numbers,
Do you want to bring up
year,
current stats?
Yeah, Jokic is averaging 30, 13, and 10 on 68% true shooting.
And Luka's at 33 and 9 and 10.
Okay, well, we're getting to the second point. I just wanted to point out you're being super dishonest with those counting stats.
Okay.
That's kind of crazy. Don't stop bringing up stats, man. The stats Jokic is going to be much superior than Luka. Luka is sitting out. Luka fans should not consider stats. This will be impact on all. It's like the gravity on offense should be considered because this guy can take a shot anywhere, and you're getting double team anywhere. So he's like Steph Curry, not Steph Curry, but like 90% Steph Curry. Like that's kind of crazy to think about. That's the double.
Okay, well,
But
we
then
can
let's
do these
get to
current
the
stats.
impact point.
Okay.
Luka harms you in more ways than any other.
Yeah, that step back 3 is destructive, man. On both sides, your team and their team. That step back is, oof.
Other top tier
It's either top tier or it's horrendous, man. It's horrendous to watch.
Dude.
He is fundamentally an incredibly rigid offensive player, extremely ball dominant. No.
Yeah, he is ball. Shea is ball dominant too, and then Jokic is not how much ball dominant, but he does his thing. But Giannis, Shea, these guys are ball dominant players.
Off-ball value, and he also has certain
I don't know about
inefficiencies as a ball dominant player. This year, he has the lowest 3-point percentage of any player to attempt 10
That's crazy.
plus threes per game in a season in NBA history.
Efficiency is an important aspect, but 10 threes in a game is you kind of expect it to be lower efficiency because I guess Ant has a 10 plus 3 or 9 3 games in there, and he's 40%. So I can't really. You can put Ant above Luka at this point because he plays defense, off-ball defense, kind of. But like he does, you can have the positive outweigh much outweigh the negative. So I think Ant could be above Luka in this case.
He's averaging 4.5 turnovers per game. No, that's relevant because especially considering how his ability to get to the rim has diminished greatly as he's gotten slower, a little plumper over the years. Like he's attempting
That's great.
half as many shots in the restricted area as he was just a few years ago. Luka's peak is already behind him. So as he's become more and more reliant on that heavy 3-point volume, and he's making those shots at a lower clip than any player with comparable volume in history, and then we get to the fact that he is
That's crazy.
a glaring negative defensively.
Negative. That defense kind of outweighs so much of the positive things to look at. If Luka had like a decent defense, like the Dallas days where he had Kyrie, Lively, and like all of that roster, he had a good defensive players around him that just like it canceled out all the negative defensive capabilities that Luka had. So it was those days are now gone, of course, because now Lakers are a horrendous defensive team. JJ Redick is a bad coach overall, and they're not getting any new players that are actually positive defenders nowadays, so they're kind of cooked.
You can say whatever you want. You can bring up your steal numbers. That's not the measure of a defensive player.
Steals are measured
WWW.
defense nowadays, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a very, very flawed measure. If you look at actual field goal percentage allowed as the primary defender, Luka is obviously very bad. If you look at some of these specific playoff matchups, right? If we go back to the finals in 2024, if we go to the series against the Timberwolves last year, he was also brutal offensively in both of those series for reasons we can get to. But the ability to repeatedly bring him into the action, the entire
Yeah, people target he gets targeted so much. And if he had good defensive players, his PR would have been amazing if he had good defensive players, man. And I respect that. It wouldn't be the same. Shea has good defensive plays. Like him against the Spurs or the Denver series or Denver game, those were good instances of good defensive. But like Shea was much better defender last year than this year. I have to say that.
entire game plan of the Celtics was to bring him into every action, and Tatum and Brown were repeatedly able to get by
Luka
him.
was so
and create
tired on
dribble
offense. He was, on offense, Luka was the only guy on that team who was performing. He was.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Kyrie kind of was very much underwhelming. All of that history with Boston kind of got it into his head a little bit too much, but Kyrie needed to lock in and actually perform good on offense. I don't blame Luka though. I don't really blame Luka for all of it because the defensive. I remember the Jazz games where they lost because of his horrendous defense, but I don't really completely blame him for the playoff because he did carry them through the Timberwolves series and previously the Sun series too. So I don't really blame him playoff wise.
sucked on offense in that series. He
sucked on offense in that series. Averaged a triple double, buddy.
He averaged 5 assists and 4 turnovers on 53%
in the finals. You're talking about finals.
In the finals, I believe it was 5.6 assists.
Now it's wrong.
Look this up.
I think you're thinking of the Wolves series and the Thunder series.
No. The Wolves series from last year, the Wolves series in 2024 was his best in that run.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
Talking about the 2024 finals.
That's a good take.
Those are his numbers. And the 2025 Timberwolves series, they're very similar because in both those series, those defenses, switch-heavy defenses, were able to limit his playmaking impact because they kept him from getting into his comfortable.
Timberwolves was really they kind of fell apart in that series, to be honest. I don't really blame Ant too. Ant was amazing. Ant is very much of a playoff riser as well. I can't really put anything on Ant, but oh my god, Cat was horrendous.
Pick and roll reads where he can create for his teammates, and they said beat our athletic ass defenders one-on-one, and he really
he cannot beat people one-on-one if you have any actual jump or speed right there.
He really struggled to do that,
dude, because he's carrying the offense.
You can't do that. You can't say that carrying the offense can't just play defense. That's just such a dumb argument.
Load is it's more than any other player we've ever seen in NBA history.
I'm talking about him.
No, definitely not, man. What the hell? LeBron, MJ, Shaq, Kareem, Hakeem, Magic, just name millions. You can name not millions. I like joking out so much, but there's been better playoff risers than Luka has been, and I'm expecting Wemby to also be on that list. But let's see.
Underperforming offensively, and part of that is a stylistic choice. Like Jokic is a far more effective offensive player because of what he does as a screener, an offensive rebounder, off ball, and he's a genius scorer and playmaker. He impacts the offensive game in all these different ways.
Oh my God, shut the hell up, man! Jokic is up there with the best scorers in the league right now. You can't put this bullshit. He just scored 50. He went to before the injury. He scored 50 points on the Clippers, and then he just topped with 40 points again. And what the hell? What do you think? This guy's Jokic is so underrated in his scoring wise, man. It's so crazy that people just so much disrespect on Jokic, man.
Jokic,
no.
Oh my God, this guy, he's getting destroyed.
Luka is the best offensive player of all time.
This is what you call grade A.
What the hell is this bullshit? This is fake. I'm not watching. This is actually, I'm not wasting my time.
Played with Luka is the best. You cannot say. You can say. Okay.
What the hell? Maybe Kyrie, AD, Wade. Am I forgetting someone? Yeah, I think Luka might be the best teammate that LeBron's played with.
The Luka can't play defense narrative is wrong.
How they wrong?
Luka right now, as of right now, is 7th in league.
Okay, that's
genuinely
fake.
watch Luka Doncic and say, man, he is a great defender.
I didn't say a great
He-
defense. 24 finals. So if I said Dirk.
You did say Dirk was better?
Yeah.
Tony Parker?
Tony.
Okay, then
Watching
don't
So
disrespect it.
because of that, you can say that Petrovic is better
Exactly.
than Luka? Wrong.
Because that's not how basketball works. Because you have a finite number of opportunities.
Is
Basketball
Luka
is
not,
about
is not
maximizing
doing that with the
every
Lakers? They
possession.
dropped him on the Lakers.
Luka's horrendous. His defense kind of just counters everything, every point. It's so horrible. And his offensive floor is, oh my God, it gets to a point where it's depressing when being a Luka fan. It's either you're happy as hell or you're depressed by Luka's performance. Like there's no in between with Luka.
Lakers who had LeBron and Austin Reeves next to him, and he's still doing that.
The Lakers have a negative net rating right now. They're 17th in net rating.
Oh my
They're one
God.
of the worst defensive rotations. Could never do that. You always have to prioritize defensive personnel.
won this trade. They didn't do anything last year.
No, okay, that's fake.
Now,
I don't
that's
hate
more
this.
of it, but when be
Luka
conservative.
is the face of the league. Let's be honest here. I think it's obvious. So in terms of a top five, I think I would say Jokic. Jokic might be down a little bit, but Jokic if at the prime, at the right now. Say Jokic, Luka, and Wemby. Those are my top five. Okay, see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye, take care, subscribe, like, and share, and I will do more content like this. Bye bye.